Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well. I just want to show you today a quick video on how to cut two pattern pieces which should be cut on the fold on a narrower fabric. So usually you lay your fabric up selvage to selvage, which creates one fold over here. So we could fit this on the fold, but then we'd be wasting all of the fabric over there. So the first thing to do is to check if both pieces could fit on a single layer. So put that one there, bring the other one over. So they're roughly the same width, and we could see that we could actually fit each one on the half of the fabric. So I will show you how that's done. So firstly, you need to open up your fabric and then mark where the actual original fold line was, where half of your fabric width is. I've just done this with pins, and what you're going to do is you've opened your fabric up and then take one half and fold the selvage towards the middle. Okay, so now I've folded over half of my fabric and I have another fold over here, and the selvage is lying against where I've marked the original fold, which is the middle of the fabric or the center of the width. Now, obviously grain lines are I would say the most important thing when laying up and cutting your pattern pieces. Every pattern piece should have a grain line, which is marked with a straight line, usually with an arrow at the end. And that line, the grain line, needs to run exactly parallel to the selvage edge. So it's a bit easier when you're cutting something on the fold, because then you just lay it against the fold of the fabric. But in order to get your fold exactly parallel to your selvage, you need to measure at every point. So even on a patterned fabric like this embroidered anglaise or a printed fabric, you should never assume that the print is running with the grain line. So it is always important to measure your edges to your fold. So what you do here is you lay your tape measure with the edge of the tape measure at the selvage edge, and then you measure along until you get to your fold. Take note of that measurement. So this one is 39.5, and then you just move along your fold and your selvage edge and keep measuring, and they should all be the same. So again, 39.5, and just do this for as long as your pattern piece is. You don't need to do all of the fabric, just as much as you want to cut. Okay, so this one is just about right anyway. If it was off, what you need to do is just manipulate your fabric, straighten and flatten it out, make sure you've got that nice fold again, and then just measure again, selvage to fold. This will give you a really nice grain line, and then once that is done, you can just lay your pattern piece back on, and you've got a fold on this side. And I would just advise, before cutting, do exactly the same on the other side. So fold the fabric towards the center where you've marked with your pins or your chalk, tailor's chalk or anything like that, and do the same on the other side. Get your fold and measure from selvage to edge, and then make sure that your next pattern piece is actually going to fit on that piece. After both edges are pinned, then you can cut them out, and you've managed to get two pieces out of the same width of fabric. So I hope that helped you today. Happy sewing. Bye.